It's great to meet you. I really enjoyed the film. It's a great action film, and it looks like you're having a whale of a time. It's good to see a female lead whipping the ass of blokes, to be perfectly honest. So I gather that when you've grown up, you're one of have a number of brothers. So I'm guessing you've had plenty of experience of fighting with blokes, fighting with guys.
Yeah, yeah, that was my first battlefield, just we're fighting for snacks and fighting for toys. So um yeah, but honestly, I because I have younger brothers, I beat them up more. Um, 'Cause I'm with
So you're carrying on that tradition in this film, then.
yeah, people ask me like, did your brothers hit you? I'm like, I hit them.
So there's loads of stunts in this, and as the film goes on, you do more and more stunts. Is it you doing them?
Yeah, I did some stunts, and I also my stunt double also did. I don't know what percentage I would even say in the movie. I mean, I think there were like a few things like when my stunt double was underwater for like 2 minutes, and there was something on top of the mountain that was kind of dangerous that she did. But I think almost every no, and then flipping the girl over on the table, she did that as well. And that was coming back to me. But the really hard stuff she did. But we also we choreographed it for me as well. So I don't know what they plugged in there, but I tried to do as many of my stunts as possible.
So of all the stunts that you did, what do you think was the most dangerous one, the most difficult one that you did?
Oh, the most dangerous. Let me think. Um, I mean, you could say there was a day where I was in a raft in the water, kind not super deep, but that day was I felt like I was kind of surviving that day because we just kept shooting while I was in the raft, so it wasn't super dangerous. I will say, I get seasick. So first day on the boat, I was throwing up. That was not fun, and I just had to pull through. I would like throw up off the boat, go do a take. You know, that was tough.
I was
But
gonna I was
yeah,
gonna ask you about that actually with the seasickness because I'm guessing it was a mixture of sort of filming at sea and filming in a tank. Would that be right?
no,
Oh,
we
right.
were supposed to have it, and we pushed the schedule back, and Jodie Foster took the tank for her movie. So we left the tank. There's one tank in the Dominican Republic, and we had to shoot it because of Eric's schedule. We had to shoot it we had very, very specific dates, so we just went out in the ocean. And we were docked a lot of the time, but we did have some scenes that were out in the ocean.
So with the stunts that you've done both at sea and on set, I mean, I've spoken to quite a lot of action stars over the years, and they kind of say about the injuries that they sustain. Was that the same for
Mm.
yourself? What sort of injuries did you sustain during this?
Had a lot of bug bites. I came back like, but I think that's just the climate, the Dominican. And I didn't have no, I didn't have any injuries, but I had bruises. I mean, I bruised like a peach. Like my legs were just bites and bruises. I looked a mess. And I wouldn't, a lot of the times I didn't have the energy to take off all my fake blood. So there was, I had I looked a little questionable for a month there, but
I was going to
um,
say because I mean,
yeah.
the opening of the film is, your face is all battered and bruised with makeup. I mean, that can't be a great experience seeing yourself like that.
I love it. I think it's very flattering on me actually. I don't know what it is. I think it's nice. I think it's flattering. Like it hides things and kind of points out other features. I don't mind it.
That's a quite an interesting perspective on. Uh,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
I mean, as I say, you're really good in this film, and the one thing, obviously, this was Ray Liotta's last film. Unfortunately, he's always struck me as quite a scary presence, both kind of on camera and off camera. Can you remember your first meeting with him and your experience and how frightening you found him, or not, as the case may be?
Not frightening at all. He's so warm and kind. Definitely the opposite of frightening. He had a very, very warm presence, and he really cared. He really cared to do a good job, and he really cared about me. When the camera we did his close-ups. That scene that we shot that scene all day. We had so many setups. We just,
Yeah.
it was Ray coming into town and we wanted to make sure it was perfect. And we shot all the sizes of his side. And then when the camera turned on me, he gave me more. He was
Yeah.
doing more for me. And I just will always take that. I will always take that away of how much he cared about me and how much he cared about other people and how selfless he was.
It's quite an intense scene that you have with him.
So,
Uh, can you tell me a little bit about kind of the rehearsals and kind of if it changed at all?
I mean, we didn't do too much rehearsals. I mean, that I knew that that scene struck me from the first moment I read it in the script, so I was mentally always preparing for it because that scene is a very sharp change in my character, and I was very much doubting myself that I could sell that.
Yeah.
Um, More comfortable playing innocence for naturally. That's just something that comes easier to me. So I was very nervous about having to, seduce him and enter that side of myself. But I think something just came over me that day. And also I had a lot of help from him. I mean, he was helping me so much. And it's easier when you have such a generous and helpful actor that's supportive and wants you to do a good job. So
So
that
that
helped.
scene, from that scene onwards, kind of the action does kind of ramp up quite significantly, and you get to sort of fire a lot of weapons in this. There's a hint of it earlier on in the film. Are you familiar with sort of using weapons, or did you go use for a training with the armorer, or what?
Yeah, we did tactical training. I did gun training. I'm not familiar with it. I didn't think I was even gonna like it. Um, I didn't think I'd be good at it. I didn't think I would like it. And I really enjoyed it. The first time we went shooting, I just was like, oh wow, this gives me a rush, and I'm actually pretty, and I can do it, and I can hold the gun, and it feels natural. And also the fighting, I did not think I would enjoy it that much, but I like letting out the aggression in that way. It's fun.
So this is you've done looking at your back catalogue, you've done a lot of different genres. I mean, like a lot of different genres, and you're very young. Has this action film sort of given you a taste to do far more in that sort of genre of films?
Yeah, I mean, it was never a goal of mine, but I would tell my friends like I want to do, a big action movie, but I want to be just a funny best friend.
Yeah.
That would be so cool. Because my goal my whole life was just to do comedies, and I haven't gotten to do too many of those actually. But now that I know that I can do it, I definitely want to do more. And I know, I've loved my stunt double on Dangerous Waters, Sonia. So I know who I would get as my stunt double, and I know how I would, go about training. And now that I know I can do it, that I enjoy it, it's definitely something that I'm looking after.
Oh, good. So finally, this is something that we ask a lot of actors and directors. Going, sort of right back, sort of some years ago, can you remember the very first film that you saw on the big screen?
Hmm. I think it was Finding Nemo. I think I saw it was my birthday party, and I went. I mean, it wasn't a party. It was like me and three friends, but my mom said, "Well, I'll take you to a movie." So we went to see Finding Nemo.
Oh, that's great. And then going forward, what can we look forward to seeing you in next?
Well, right now we're on strike, so I'm there's nothing that I can really talk about, nothing that is official that has been official yet. But I'm also writing my feature. I've directed some shorts and music videos, and I've written them as well. So I'm working on that's hopefully what you see me in next is a feature that I um, wrote and directed, and I'm also acting in.
Can you tell us anything about that? What genre it is or anything?
Yeah, it's a coming of age story. It's about a friendship breakup, and it's me and a guy. I haven't cast the guy yet. I haven't finished the script either. I don't know why I'm pitching. I'm acting like, but that's hopefully that's what you'll see me in next. If I get my shit together, that's what you'll see me in next.
Okay. Written from your personal
Yeah.
experience?
Uh, half yes and no. I've taken some experiences. I mean, it takes place in LA. I'm making my character Russian Jewish. which I am, but I'm so and then my other character is Rayleigh, which I also am. So we're, I'm definitely drawing from the cultures that I can bring. But the half of it is just made up and shit that I'm just coming up with as I'm writing.
Okay, that's great. I look forward to seeing that then. Thank you very much for your time, Odeya. As I say, it's a great film. I really enjoyed it. So I look forward to seeing you in your
Thank
next
you.
lead action role. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.